She spent most of her life being referred to as the wife of Gough Whitlam. But Margaret Whitlam was much more than that. In her youth, she was a national swimming champion, representing Australia in the 1938 Empire Games. Margaret Whitlam was born into a comfortable existence as the daughter of a Supreme Court judge, but she was passionate about helping the less fortunate and trained and worked as a social worker.
She was the social worker at Parramatta Hospital.
An imposing couple, the Whitlams were married in 1942 and went on to have 4 children. Margaret Whitlam's position as the wife of the Prime Minister involved all manner of duties.
Some of the official social life is most enjoyable. I think you often meet the greatest people only under official circumstances.
But she also saw her role as a chance to champion causes close to her heart, taking up positions such as the Advisory Committee for International Women's Year. Never backwards with her personal opinions, Mrs Whitlam was a magazine columnist and regularly appeared on television. In an interview with Gerald Stone, soon after the Whitlams moved into the lodge, she challenged the stereotypes surrounding her role.
The press, and I suppose the public to a great extent, have a certain preconceived idea of what a Prime Minister's wife is supposed to be, and she's supposed to be somebody who says,
well,
yes.
You mean she's supposed to be nothing?
Well, she's supposed to be somebody who says, whatever my man says, I'll follow, that I want to be the woman behind the man.
I'm prepared to voice my own opinion, my own personal opinion on things, even if they're political.
She also freely gave advice to her husband on matters of state.
I too am an elector, and I too am a woman, or an Australian, and I think this. And I'm sorry you're thinking this way, and he sometimes listens and changes his, or modifies his decision.
One instance Gough Whitlam may have regretted ignoring his wife's opinion was her advice to not appoint John Kerr as Governor-General.
Well, may we say, God save the Queen. Because nothing will save the Governor-General.
John Kerr's dismissal of the Whitlam government didn't dent Margaret Whitlam's desire to contribute to public life, and she went on to hold key roles in literacy, social services, education and the arts. Always a political animal, she was made a life member of the Labor Party alongside her husband in 2007.
The first national life members of the Australian Labor Party.
In later years, Margaret Whitlam suffered from mobility problems, but never considered herself old.
I always think of myself as being only such and such, because there's always, thank God, somebody just a little bit older.
Gough Whitlam dedicated his memoirs to Margaret Whitlam, My Greatest Appointment. Margaret Whitlam is survived by her husband and their 4 children.